What is up, YouTube? It is your boy Dougie D Fresh, and today we are talking about My Hero Academia chapter 423. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to drop a like so YouTube knows you liked it. If you want to tap in with future content, hit the subscribe button, and if you want to be notified of said future content, hit that goddamn subscribe button. Now let's get into it. I forget exactly how Kid said it, but I'm just gonna try and restate his quote in my own words. Even rain can carve its way through a mountain. All For One has been looking down on all these people. You know, most villains and most fans in general, they look down on the side characters like these people are nothing. But All For One realized a long time ago, and he's still realizing it because he's been sleeping on all these people. He's like, damn, you know what? None of them were strong enough to really set off my danger sense. But damn, when they all come together, they can really get me. And that's what you get. I'm going in on All For One in this video. I'm gonna let you know right now, because that motherfucker is gone, finally. One thing that people pointed out on Twitter that was kind of interesting to me was, instead of saying All Might, Izuku said the 8th. He said something like, you know, in 2 years I was able to accumulate power equal to the 8th or something like that. And then he said, this is the power of all 9 of us combined or something. So I think within the context, it makes sense, because it just makes more sense for him to say the 8th and then talk about the 9 of us versus saying All Might and then the 9 of us. But it is a little weird, I'll be honest. It is a little weird hearing Izuku Midoriya say the 8th instead of All Might, I'm not gonna lie. But maybe that was just more emphasis on him completing One For All, because if I'm seeing this chapter correctly, Izuku has completed One For All. All For One, the cockroach ass body snatcher, tried to get my boy Izuku's body. No sir, that's not how this works. Izuku has put in too much work to make sure that his body was in the right conditions to take on One For All. He got this far to take your ass down. You're not touching him. You can fuck right off. And I'm glad that he failed miserably. He didn't even get a chance. Like, this man was literally crumbling away and he was still using his quirks to hold his body together. Like, if you look up cockroach in the dictionary, it will be a picture of All For One / Shigaraki / Melvin, whatever the hell you want to call it. Whatever that thing is, you will probably see a picture of All For One's nutsack looking face. And just like Aizawa said, nothing can erase all that black. Even though Shirakumo came in clutch and did the endgame thing, at the end of the day, there is still Kurogiri in there, and he came through to protect his homeboy, which, you know, is beautiful to see, even in the end, even though it wasn't Shigaraki. But to the end, the people that Shigaraki cultivated and really was rocking with were still there to try to protect him in the end. But unfortunately for him, Bakugo was on the way. And Bakugo is a very fitting name for this young gentleman, because he just has the heart of a fucking lion. Honestly, if you look up cockroach, you might see a picture of All For One, and then another definition might be a picture of Bakugo, because this man has come back from death, what, twice? Well, even if you want to count from the Paranormal Liberation War when he got stabbed through his fucking body and he still came in. Honestly, I can't wait to make like a MVP list on my list of videos to make once My Hero ends, because I need to talk about the MVPs of this war. Bakugo kind of saved everyone, because either Shigaraki All For One would have got away and possibly could have survived somehow, or Izuku would have got sent somewhere else and All For One Shigaraki still would have got away and been all right. But the fact that Bakugo came in at the last second and said, boy, you better surpass me, which we will get into later, because I have my feelings. But I love how that happened. Then Izuku just put All For One on blast. He's like, you're not a demon lord. You're not him. You're not that nigga at all. You're just a loser. And then we see All For One fucking begging his brother, like, please let me see you. Like, you're mine. I love you more than anybody ever. Tell me. He just sounds lame as hell. And just given his demeanor on how he talks to people, and treats other people, and you see how in the end he's acting, you can tell he is lame as hell. You can miss us with all that other bullshit, All For One. We're not falling for it. But I do like, even though I do wish we got to see more from the Vestiges, because I've been saying we need some more definitive ending for the Vestiges. We need a more definitive goodbye. I like Yoichi's interaction with his brother and him be like, hey, shout out to Izuku for giving us these final moments. He has truly completed One For All, but I'm sorry, brother, this is my end. Even if I wanted you to see me, I can't. This little wisp form I'm in is all you're gonna get. And even to the very end, All For One just completely failed, and I love it. Fuck him. Now, Shigaraki and Izuku's final interaction. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Whew. Again, maybe in retrospect I'll have some problems with it, but how I'm feeling right now, I'm very satisfied with it. It feels very fitting. Somebody pointed out on Twitter how it's weird that Shigaraki was calling All For One master still, even after he was trying to steal his body and all that, which I can't agree, but I mean, All For One has been trying to fuck Shigaraki over and he was still calling him master, so I don't know. They just have a weird ass relationship at this point. I don't have too much of a problem with it, but when Shigaraki said, hey, you know, is Spinner still alive? Just let him know I fought to the end to destroy everything. And then I'm pretty sure this came from Deku because it was on his side of the panel, and then Izuku said it's been destroyed. Like, oh my gosh, chef's fucking kiss, because the hero society that Shigaraki was fighting to destroy is truly destroyed at this point. They can never go back to the way hero society was. Things have to change forever. And I've been saying in all these videos that have to do with Shigaraki that he's right about how hero society has to change. And I feel like this is kind of going the Black Panther route of, you know what, even though you're a villain and I might not agree with the way you went about things, you're not really wrong. So I'm going to change things and I can see the error of our ways. I thought that was just beautiful. And then you have that final panel, which is just, oh my gosh, Horikoshi's art is fucking stellar. Like, Horikoshi really just snapped off with that. I love it. And yeah, man, it's the end. It's really the end. And I'm kind of still processing it. So as far as my thoughts on this whole arc, I have enjoyed it thoroughly. Just me personally. If you've been watching my videos, you know I have been enjoying it. I do have my issues, which I plan on doing many videos once, you know, the final chapter of My Hero comes out, because honestly, there's a lot of thoughts I have about the series that I've said many times throughout these videos, but I just want like some concise videos that people can go through and just get my thoughts condensed without having to watch all the other videos. If you have watched most of my Hero videos, first of all, thank you so much, but you probably know how I feel. I'm pretty sad. It seems like Izuku's not gonna get the quirk back, and with Bakugo saying you better surpass me, I don't know how I feel about that. Maybe the embers will last Izuku a bit longer. Maybe they'll find some kind of way, but until we get confirmation, it's all speculation. I expect us to maybe get like 4, 5 more chapters. I expect the last chapter to be in the future and seeing them as older heroes, because that would be beautiful. Hopefully we get to see Eri sing for them, some type of festival. But yeah, I only expect like 4 or 5 more chapters. So it is truly the end of My Hero, but that doesn't mean it'll be the end of My Hero content. So stay tuned if that's what you're here for. But I think once My Hero ends and JJK ends, I will probably start talking about Sakamoto Days and Undead Unluck to take their places. But also, I think I want to talk about Kagurabachi too. We'll have to see how things shake down. But anyways, if you made it this far, thank you so much. And I don't just mean the end of the video. I mean, like, again, if you've been watching my Hero videos, if you've made it this far, thank you so much. It means a lot. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to drop a like so YouTube knows. Hit the subscribe button if you want to tap with the future content, and hit the post notification bell if you want to be notified of said future content. It is me, your boy Dougie D Fresh, and I'm out. Peace.